Hey, John. I can't. Can you hear me? John, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hey.
Hello?
All right. Now I can hear you, John.
Can you see me?
I can. Can you see me?
My iPad is not charged. For some reason, I didn't get it charged. So I've got my iPhone, which is quite a bit smaller.
Gotcha. Yeah. I think the big thing is just, with the iPhone, I found is just making sure that it's far enough away. We have a tendency to want to kind of hold it up close, but, you won't be able to, it won't look like it, but I'll be able to see you. Like that's perfect. That's perfect,
Okay.
John.
Okay.
Yeah. We're just waiting on Olivia. I know she is here. Let me see. For some reason, she's muted. Her video is off.
I'm here.
Hey, I hear you. I hear you. I can't quite see you, but I hear you.
I know. I don't know what's going on. It's always something.
Let
Hang
me
on.
request for you to start your video, and that may help you, prompt you
Okay.
to take the right action. Did you get the request?
Okay, I see you.
There she is. All right.
Okay.
Beautiful. So I think what they're doing now, since they've heightened security, literally since Friday, they're
Yes.
putting you guys in a waiting room. And then I have to
Okay.
admit you one at a time, which is kind of cool. I think two things, right? Number one, it seems that the safer way to do it to avoid our sessions being hijacked, and apparently that seems to be the case. They're calling it Zoom bombing. It seems it seems more hoaxy than anything else. So it's not like financially or physically, you're
Right.
insecure, but but more like just annoyance and potentially something putting something vulgar or hateful on the screen it seems to be the issue. But it seems like the safest way to do it is for me to send you guys links right before our time. And as long as that works out for you guys, I'll just get that.
And then it says waiting for your host.
Yeah.
That's what it said to me.
Okay. Yeah. So and that's the other thing that they're doing right now is they're automatically with every meeting. You used to be able to just make this an option. Apparently, I just discovered this, but now they're automatically putting you in a waiting room. And what will happen is when the meeting's about to start, I have to induct everybody onto the session. And again, this is that I think what that allows is for the moderator on really big events to make sure that everybody that is registered is who signed up and that there's no additional person. Obviously,
Okay.
but yeah.
Your audio is a little bit gravelly.
Is it? Huh.
Yeah, but it's not, I can understand you.
Okay. You know what? Let me try something, John, and see if this helps. And then give me just 1 second. This may help having me put.
I mean, I can understand you. You sound more echoey.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, the same here.
Yeah. Olivia sounds fabulous, of course.
Of course. You do,
Let
John.
me see if I can try something and see if this makes any difference whatsoever.
What if I open you up in Zoom on my tablet? What happens then?
Nothing. It actually may be even a little bit better for you.
Okay.
All right.
I have an iPad, which I forgot to charge, so I'm using my iPhone.
Is that better, John?
Talk to me again.
Sorry, I missed that. Is my audio better?
It's about the same, but not too bad. It's fine. I can understand you clearly. You just have a little bit of an echo.
Okay, and it's still that way now?
It is.
Okay. All right, I'm going to take these off because actually
It's asking me for an ID, a meeting ID. I don't remember this before.
So the meeting ID is going to be the link. So what you can do, Olivia, is do you have your email on your tablet?
Supposedly I do. Let me see.
So if you go to your email provider, whoever the email set up with, all you got to do is pull up your email on your tablet and then click on that link and it should automatically bring it up.
Okay. I guess I'm going to work with you. Wait a minute, maybe. I'm going to have to work with you on my phone. My tablet isn't cooperating.
Okay. Yeah, and know that you can always, like I said, as long as you click on that link, that should open up the program for you.
I know what happened. For me today, text link would be better.
Okay.
But let's not waste time. Let's go.
Do you messages directly to your iPad or to your?
Yes.
Okay.
to
All right.
my-
Yeah.
yeah.
Perfect. All right. Well, you guys are ready to rock and roll?
Yes.
And so the big thing is just make sure to set me up again, because John's got the same thing. John's using his iPhone today as well. And the big thing is just set me up far enough away from you so I can see your body. It's going to seem a little strange because you're going to have a smaller screen. And, but the further I am, yeah, I mean, if I want to be able to see your bodies move, as much as I love to see your beautiful, shiny faces, bodies are what I'm trained to read. Well, so let's get you guys moving. We'll start off with a little bit of qigong mobility, and then we'll dive into your workout. And we're gonna do your workout a little bit differently than we have in the past. Not too much different, just kind of how we're organizing it today. All right, let's begin. So let's take this time again. I think it's really key, and we got the environment, we got the time to do it. So let's just spend a few moments just connecting to your breath, and then what we'll do is again we'll move through a little bit of qigong movements, oriented movements, and then we'll dive into your workout. So, can you guys hear me okay? Just to make sure.
Yep.
Okay, great. I may be in a little bit of shadow, but at least it seems that way. Let's see. All right, so let's begin. Right, we'll start just by closing your eyes. Make sure
I
you're in a
can't see.
position, feet shoulder width apart, slightly turned out. And just begin by letting the body weight drop through the floor. Softening your ankles, your knees, your hips.
What is that horrible noise?
That's my name. Riding his four-wheeler. If it's too much, we'll just change as we're trying to do this at least. But again, so just we're letting that body weight just sink into the floor, rounding down, allowing your spine to gently lengthen up. The tailbone pulls down deep into the center of the earth. The crown of the head gently releases up towards the sky, and you're just letting your shoulders just melt away from the body. Letting go of any tension in your low back. Letting go of any tension in your belly. Softening around the neck. Muscles in the face. Unwinding down the arms to the tips of the fingers. Unwinding down the legs, the soles of the feet. And then just gently bring your attention to your breathing. And just for the first few moments, just see if you can catch your body in the act of breathing. Just notice how your body's breathing. And the way that I like to do this is to pay attention to the sensation of the breath flowing in and out through your nose. You're just seeing for a moment how much you can just let go of anything else or trying to control anything else, and you're just observing your body breathe. And then we'll begin to accentuate this a little bit. We'll start off by exhaling all the air out of your lungs. Wait for and allow for a nice full inhalation to fill the body. So again, we'll exhale all the air out of your lungs, every last drop. Wait for and allow for that nice full inhalation to fill the body. And exhale. Just allow that inhalation to fill the body. Exhale fully. Allow that inhalation to fill the body. One more time here. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. And as you inhale, we'll slowly open your eyes. And we'll begin a little movement first at the head and neck. And we'll just kind of work through our body. So we'll just start off. And again, you guys can look at me or you can look straight out as long as you can hear me okay. We're just going to start off just moving the head and neck. And so we'll exhale, slowly turn and look over that right shoulder. Inhale back. And as you exhale, slowly turn and look over that left shoulder. Inhale back. Exhale, look over the shoulder. Inhale back. Exhale, look over the shoulder. Do that one more time according to your breathing pattern. And then on your next inhalation, we'll come back to center. We'll close the mouth. We'll place the tip of the tongue at the roof of the mouth. And then we're just going to drop the chin towards the chest. Keeping the mouth closed, in the tip of the tongue at the roof of the mouth. You're going to inhale, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, look down, tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, you'll look up. Exhale, chin down, chin to the chest. Inhaling, looking up. Exhale, down. Let's just do that one more time. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, down. And then inhale, looking straight out. And then from here, we'll just shrug the shoulders and we'll move this. We'll start to move a little bit more dynamically. So we'll just shrug the shoulders up and back. And just kind of do this at your own pace. Just gently loosening up the shoulders. And then let's reverse that motion. So we'll just kind of go forward. And it's like you're throwing your shoulders forward. It's going to feel awkward. But almost like you're doing like a butterfly stroke. And we'll do that one more time. And then we'll go back again. But this time we're going to alternate. We're going to go one at a time, rolling the shoulders back. Loosening up that thoracic, upper thoracic area. Great, you guys. And then from here, we'll extend the arms out to the side. And we're just going to do circles. And the way I like to do this is actually palms facing up, thumbs pointing back. And we're just going to do gentle forward circles. And again, you're just going to do this at your own pace. We're not doing this necessarily with the breathing. Keep it nice, fluid, and relaxed. Breathe into the upper chest, upper lungs, upper ribs. And then let's just reverse, so we'll go backwards. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. And then just let them relax, let the shoulders relax a little bit. And then we're going to just kind of go out and in, out and in. And what you'll do is you'll just switch the arm that's on top each time. Right, so we're just going to go out and in. Now, I'm going to add a little bit of the detail to this. As you come in, think about the thumbs rolling in, right? And as you go out, think about the thumbs going out, reaching out. So internal rotation as you come in, external rotation as you go out. And again, just keep it through a pain-free range of motion. Let's just go one more time. Then again, just let them relax, shake them out a little bit, shake your hands out a little bit. And then making gentle fists, we're just going to come into that constant bear that we often do. And this is where you're just going side to side, gently tapping the small of the back, gently tapping the sides of the ribs. Keep it loose. And you'll probably feel, if you're not doing this already, you'll probably feel the desire to kind of pick up the heel of the back heel, or the heel, the side that you're not rotating, or you're rotating away from, and let your body do that. Beautiful. And we'll slowly stop. And then from here, we'll just go hands on the hips, and we'll just do hip circles. And then we'll reverse that motion. Great, you guys. And then from here, we'll come on down to the knees, and we'll just mobilize in the ankles a little bit. All right, so we get our hands on the knees. And Olivia, we've done this before. right? We're just kind of gently mobilizing in the ankles. And then you'll reverse, just do a couple circles in that direction, and then we'll reverse, and we'll do a couple circles in the other direction. Great, you guys. And then from here, we're just gonna kind of shake it out, shake out the legs a little bit. Beautiful. Well, let's dive right in. So here's what we're gonna do. We've done this a couple times before, but most of the time we end up doing what's called supersetting stuff. We'll do like a lower body exercise and we'll pair it with an upper body exercise. Today we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna start off with a goblet squat, something you guys are super familiar with, and we're gonna pair that with a little hip abduction. So what I want you guys to do is grab your heaviest dumbbell, right? So I think, Olivia, that's gonna be a 20. John, I think that's a 30, right?
No, 20.
Okay, 20. I don't know why I keep thinking you have a 30. And then grab a chair or a bench. And John, I think actually, Olivia, let's have you, I want you sitting on a bench. John, I think you're fine, right? We may find that we want, I'm going to just watch your form and I want to just make sure we can see your profile. That ball is it may be a little high for this purpose, right? But let's see. So we're going to do, you guys are going to grab your dumbbell, right? And we're going to hold it goblet style, right? So we're holding that bell right underneath, right against the chest. Yeah. And then again, Olivia, and we may end up having you kind of go up, putting something, a cushion or something on that bench as well. But this is where you're just going to sit back and stand up, right? We're just coming into that goblet squat. Yeah. And again, you're only going as deep as feels right for you. And John, can you turn and so I can see your profile? Olivia, that's less important because you got the bench you're sitting back on. It's less important that I see your profile because I know you got to be going back. Yeah, great, John. Yeah, the big thing is I just want you think hips back, right? Let those hips release back. Yeah, send those hips back. And Olivia, I just wanted you to make sure that's a pain-free range of motion. Yes. And on this first set, we're going 10 to 15. Great, you guys. You guys look great.
Okay.
All right. 10 to 15, right? 10 to 15.
Right.
And then what you guys are going to do is we're going to do a little hip abduction. So we're going to pair this with a little bit of a corrective. Let's see if you can kind of on a little bit of an angle. But this is, again, you can hold onto the pole if you want. You don't have to. You can make this more of a balance exercise. But you're going to pulse that leg back. And notice I'm not only am I going back, but I'm also turning the foot out a little bit. Right? So I'm turning that foot out. And I want you to place your hand on your glute. So I want you to feel that glute contract.
Right.
So again, Olivia, if you want holding onto a pole, right? So what you would want to do is hold on, the hand that you're holding on to, you're going to move that other leg. You move the opposite leg. Yeah, right? And that leg, so again, we're just trying to get that glute to fire. The leg's going to stay straight. And we're going to go 15 to 20. 15 to 20 pulses. And I want you just to feel that glute contract, right? So again, and imagine almost like you're sweeping something aside with your foot, right? So not only are you going straight back, but you're also turning that foot out a little bit and going a little out to the side. Yeah, and it's a pretty small range of motion. I want you to really feel your glute contract, right? So again, what I'll do is I'll place my hand on my rear and just feel that muscle contract, right? Feel that muscle contract. And if you notice, I'm not moving that foot very far, right? It's maybe 6 inches. That foot's moving about 6 inches. If it's coming from the glute, you don't have to move it too far. And again, let's just go 15 to 20 on each side. Where are you guys feeling this?
In the butt.
Yes, all right.
You nailed it.
Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah. And then we're going to repeat, right? So we'll go back, take a little breather, make sure you feel solid. and we'll go back to your goblet squat. And no rush. We're going to cycle through 3 sets of goblet squats, 2 sets of these guys. And if that last set of goblet squats felt easy, go for 15 to 18. Or let's just say 12 to 18. Yeah. Yeah. And just using that breath. Great, John. Hips release back. And then, John, I want you to play with an idea. I want you to play with letting the knees release forward as you send the hips back. Yeah, hips back, knees release forward. Yeah, hips back, knees release forward. Hips back, knees release forward. Does that free you up a little bit? Does it feel like?
Yeah, it does. Although I am feeling a little bit in the low back.
Okay, so again, let's just watch that. It actually, hopefully that may help if you let your knees release a little bit more forward.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So again, John, you're going to rest and recover, and then we're going to go back to that, to that pole and back to that hip extension. And Olivia, we'll do the same thing. How's your knee feeling, Olivia?
Okay.
All right. And again, right, hands on the rear. And you don't have to. It just helps me out to really find that feel that glute engagement. Yeah. And again, we're just going 15 to 20 here. 15 to 20. Great. And once you guys complete these, again, grab some water, breathing normalize, make sure you feel solid. We got one more set of squats, and this final set of squats will go 15 to 20. And then we're moving on. Yeah. Yeah, Olivia, that's perfect. Actually, you're good. You don't have to move it.
Okay.
Great. 15 to 20 on this last set. Again, no pain. Yeah, inhaling down, exhaling up. John, how's that feeling?
It's good.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
And you said it's a little still in your back?
A little bit.
No, we can always play with too is going a little bit wider with your feet. And doing a little.
There's 20.
All right. So again, you're going to rest, you're going to recover, and we're going to move on. Awesome. Olivia, how many did you get?
20.
All right. And you both have a 20-pound dumbbell, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right. So hey, so we're going to move on. And what I want you to do is now I'm going to explain this. I'm going to have you come down. We're going to do this off the floor. You're going to need to grab your Olivia, grab your 5 and your 10s. John, grab your 5 and 15s. And then before you come down, let me show you what we're going to do. You may have to change it up a little bit. what you guys are going to do, your main lift is going to be a dumbbell floor chest press. We've done these before, right? We're gonna come into this hook lying position is what it's called. Knees up, feet on the floor. Now, this is the challenging part. Sometimes this can be a little hard to get into this position. And the way I like to do this is you're going to, right here, right? We're gonna have the dumbbells right by your side. You're gonna bring them up, and then you're ready to go into position. And then when you bring them down, same thing, we'll lower down that same way, right? So coming up. And if this feels pretty light for you both, and it is, you guys using lightweight compared to what you usually do, you can always, right, bring your legs up into that reverse tabletop position. Now we're gonna pair this exercise with your 5 pounds, so you'll keep your 5 pound close to your side. You'll grab that, we're gonna roll to your side, and you're gonna do external dumbbell, external rotation, right? And notice again, that movement's super small, right? I'm gonna go midline of the body to where my wrist is in line with my shoulder. Midline of the body to where my wrist is in line with the shoulder, and no further. Do you have any questions about either one of those?
So you're not lifting your hip up for the it's just
Yep, you're just laying flat. You're just laying flat. Yep. So it's just
and doing kind of a chest press thing.
That's exactly what you're doing. You're doing a chest press on the floor, like we often do, either on the ball or on the bench. Now you're just going to do it on the floor, and the reason why we're doing that is so we can pair this with that dumbbell external rotation.
Okay.
And if you find that it is the weight that you're using is not very challenging, then again you can lift up your knees and come into that reverse tabletop position.
Okay.
But when you come down, just make sure you've got your 10s close by, and then make sure you have your 1 5-pound dumbbell close by as well, so you can do that external rotation right after those the dumbbell chest press. Yeah, great, John. There you go. That looks great. And then again, if you find that it feels pretty light, then take those knees up and come into that reverse tabletop position. Yes, like we often do with your warm-ups. That's perfect, Olivia.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're just seeing how smooth can you make this, right? How smooth can you make this? Now, Olivia, I see you marching. You're not starting off with a march.
Okay.
You're just going to come up with that chest press. Yeah, perfect. Right, we'll grab those 10s. John, let's start off 8 to 12. 12 feels super easy. Go for 15.
Okay.
And then, John, you'll roll to, it doesn't matter which side you start on, but we'll grab your 5 and you'll come into that external rotation. Yeah, great, Olivia. And again, Olivia, if that chest press feels light, you can always pick up the legs, come into that reverse tabletop position, and make it a little bit more challenging for your core and stability. But again, first set, 8 to 12. 12 feels easy, going for 15. John, we're just going to go 10 to 15 here. And you can even go a little bit less range of motion. So you're going midline to right. Yeah, there you go, John. Midline to wrist and elbow. Midline to wrist and elbow. That's perfect. Olivia, you look great. Yeah, there we go. Nice, Olivia. Yeah, see, this is, I mean, you know, for both of you guys, this is a, you know, it's a weight you can kind of throw around. You'd be surprised, right? You'd be surprised. Both of you guys have done 20, Olivia, and 25, John. Yeah, so there you go, John. So midline, and this may even be less, right? What your left shoulder is going to probably want to do, John, is go a little past midline and not quite all the way to shoulder height, and that's okay. Yeah, there you go. Awesome. Yep. So Olivia, you're going to roll. Let's have you roll to your left so you can see me. So, or sorry, you're going to roll onto your right side. You'll have the dumbbell in your left hand. And then what you're going to do is that elbow is going to stay glued to the ribs, right? And you're just going to go to the midline of the body and then up to where the wrist and elbow are aligned. Midline of the body, up to where the wrist and elbow are aligned. And that's it. And yeah, and you don't even need to go that far. The tendency is going to be to want to kind of open up and bring that dumbbell further. And I don't want you to do that. I want you to just keep right here. It's literally just that rotation at that shoulder joint. Nothing more. So it's a small range of motion. So you're thinking sternum to shoulder, sternum or breastbone to shoulder, and no further. Tiny range of motion. Tiny range of motion. So again, we'll go 10 to 15 on both sides. John, did you already do both sides?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So again, when you're ready, we'll go back after your rest and recovery, active rest. We'll come back in and we'll go for another set. And again, we'll do the same thing, 8 to 12. 12 feels easy, going for 15.
Both sides.
And then Olivia will do the same thing, right? We'll go back into your floor press. Again, same thing on the second set, 8 to 12 repetitions. 12 feels easy, going for 15. And John, just make sure that your knees are close enough to your chest and your feet are up enough in the air to where it's not dumping into your thighs and your hips, but you're finding the support in your abs.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, great. You guys look good. Again, nice and smooth. What's that, Olivia?
I'm breathing.
Good.
I can see all the geckos on the ceiling. Oh.
Okay.
Again, John, you'll come into your external rotation.
Harder than it looks.
The external rotation or the dumbbell chest, the floor press?
The external rotation.
It is, right? Yeah. So again, remember, just keep that range of motion small. It's a small range of motion. It really is. It's very easy to make this range of motion too large and to start using other muscles. And we really don't, we're not trying to work, you'll start using your like trapezius muscles for assistance, and we want to avoid that. So it's literally, again, you're just thinking midline of the body or breastbone to about in line with your shoulder, no further. And again, John, your left is going to be different. Yeah, great, Olivia. Olivia, bring your elbow forward a little bit more. Yep. Yeah, there you go. And then I think that'll feel a little bit more comfortable. If it's more kind of in line with your ribs, it's going to allow you to let that forearm go down a little bit more. Yeah, that's great. That looks better.
How many?
And again, John, what? Say it again, Olivia.
How many?
10 to 15. 10 to 15. You're just going to go for a little bit of a burn in the back of that shoulder is what you should feel, right? Like shoulder blade.
Yep.
Yeah, great. John, that looks good. Yeah, you can even do a little less range of motion than that, Olivia. Let that elbow come forward towards me a little bit, just a touch. Yeah, yep, and you're just thinking breastbone to shoulder, breastbone to shoulder. Yeah, small range of motion, small range of motion.
So I'm feeling it right in the back of my shoulder.
Yep, yeah. Now, and no pain though, right? No impingement?
No, but it was shaking.
Okay, yeah. So again, we're just working those little rotator cuff muscles. So here's what we got after this. We just got one more set of that dumbbell floor chest press. And we'll do that final set. Final set, we're going to go 10 to 15. 15 feels easy. Take it to 18 or 20. But again, I want you to at least leave 1 to 2 in the tank. Right? Stop short. Don't fill to the brim. Make sure you feel solid. But one final set of that dumbbell floor chest press. Yeah, just finding that support in your core, in your abs. Great, you guys.
I like this better than the other one,
What better than the
than the little range of motion thing.
yeah, it's a tough one. How's your right shoulder doing with that?
It's okay. I
Okay.
really have to concentrate so it doesn't jump.
Yep, and that's exactly it, right? I mean, and keeping that range of motion small, is really what we're trying to. Those little muscles, right? Those little external rotators sit on the back. They sit on your shoulder blade, and their whole purpose is to keep that shoulder joint sucked into the upper arm bone sucked into the shoulder socket, right?
Yeah.
So it really is just a small kind of undulating range of motion. All right, John, you're resting, you're recovering. You're going to come on up, grab some water. Hey, how many repetitions did you get altogether on all 3 sets of those?
20.
I did 15 with the 15s for the press. And then I did 15 for the 5 pounds for the rotation.
Great. Olivia, what about you?
I started with 15 with 10s,
Yep.
went up to 20s. I mean,
Yep.
20 repeats and 5 pounds rotation.
Okay, great.
15.
All right, so you guys come on up and we'll move on.
Maybe this is the hardest part.
Hey, they make an exercise out of it, right? The Turkish get up. All right, so the here's this is nothing new for you guys. This next thing that we're gonna do. And John, we'll have you start off with your 15. Olivia, we'll have you start off with your 10. And feel free to add resistance as you feel the need. But again, just like with the other lifts, we're going to do a lift and then you're going to do a corrective. And this one's not really corrective. It's more of a single joint accessory. What you're going to do is I'm going to give you 2 options. I'm going to show you the first option, right? And again, this is all stuff that you guys have done before. We're going to hold on to that bar. You're going to dumbbells holding on with my right hand. Dumbbells in my left hand, I'm sending that left leg back. And I'm just coming into that single leg touchdown, or this is that single leg Romanian deadlift, right? And we're just going to the knee or past the knee, just past the knee, and then standing straight up. To the knee, past the knee, standing straight up, right? Chest lifted, right? Chest stays lifted. You're looking at that logo, and you're sending that leg high and back. And you should feel the wind into that right glute, the right hamstring. Beautiful. Once again, same thing. Let's just go 10 to 15. Nice work. Ten to 15. Yeah, great. Again, you're just searching for that little bit of a stretch in the hamstring and in the glute. Yeah, great, Olivia. Right? Just that, you know, you can always reduce that range of motion a little bit as you need to.
15 both sides with a 10.
What's that?
15 both sides with a 10.
All right. So we're going to pair this with with calf raises, which you guys have both done. Right, and you don't need this, but I like to have the ball of the foot elevated. So, John, you can always use your step. Olivia, I forget if you have a step right there or not, but you're going to go. If you do have a step, great. Or if you got or a stool that you feel comfortable on, right, hold on to the pole, right, and I'm just calf raises. Let the heels drop below, a little bit of a stretch. If you don't have a step, or you just want, you can always just do them on the floor. But just having that little bit of a stretch, and there's key. And John, if you can't angle it, it's, you know, I know that you understand these and you know these. So if you can't.
I would have a hard time holding onto a pole and do the step at the same time.
Is that right?
No, I think I can do it. So you're getting both heels up at the same time, right?
Both heels up at the same time. And we're just going to go 15 to 25.
Okay. I'm going to be out of range.
That's okay. That's okay. Just as long as you're not drinking a Mai Tai and hanging out at the pool.
No, you're going to have to trust me here. This is a trust exercise. Ouch.
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 John, you okay over there?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. It's a hard one, though. How many of these?
15 to 25.
25.
Yeah.
That's a big jump from 15.
John, with those calves, I know you can handle it.
That's right. It's the one body part that people comment on. Not my eyes or my arms, my stomach, but my calves.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, great, you guys.
Yeah, they're gonna knot up on me. I'm gonna stop.
Okay, yeah, stop shooting, right? You know, it's amazing what just work, the mobility, the calf strength, and just kind of that whole pumping action, you know, just circulating the lymph. It's just so good. Yeah. So let's repeat, right? So we'll go back again. We'll grab your dumbbell. We'll come into that single leg Romanian deadlift. Onto that dumbbell with a hand, and that leg is moving back. Great, you guys. Looking good. Finding that stretch, 10 to 15. How you doing?
I'm just listening to the world.
Yeah, I've got I've got this loud quad going on. These poor.
Okay.
All right. So then we'll come back. One more set of those calf raises. 15 to 25.
Me too. Okay, 25.
Hey, all right, John. And John, you were using the 15. And how many of those touchdowns did you get?
I did 15 15s.
Great. Olivia, how many of those calf raises did you do?
25.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
And
it felt better this time.
okay, good. Yeah, just getting them moving, right?
Yeah.
And 15 of those
Yep.
Romanian.
Yeah.
All right, so here's what we got. The last little pair we're going to do is you guys are going to do, make sure your ball's handy and make sure, again, that you can comfortably roll down on it. That's the second exercise. The first exercise, you're going to grab, Olivia, you'll grab your 2 10s. John, again, you'll grab your 2 15s. And what you guys are going to do is the tendency is to not go down far enough here. And I want you to go down far enough. And if you can't, I'm going to modify this a little bit. What you're going to do is, you know how we set up for your Romanian deadlift, right? Your dumbbell Romanian deadlift, right? You're going to set up just for that, but you're going to come down and you're going to hold. Now from here, you're going to let the elbows come up and out to the side. And we're going to do more of, so here is like a regular row. I want you guys to actually keep those elbows fairly wide, squeeze those shoulder blades back, and we're going to be working the upper back. Now, the big thing is that you're in enough of a hinge that torso is pretty close to parallel with the floor. Now,
So both arms at the same time.
yeah, let's try it. Now, this could be a little challenging on that low back, so just let me know. You know, it's going to work your low back. Great. Now, John, I want you to see. Go ahead.
I feel it in my stomach.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Just keeping that chest lifted. Now, John, I want you to think palms are going to face behind you, right? So thumbs are going to roll in a little bit. Other way, John. You had it. Yep. There you go. Yeah, and just stay hinged. And again, you should. Yeah, great, Olivia. And John, just for the sake of this, you know, I want you to let those roll it in and let those thumbs roll forward. Do a regular row. So elbows in, thumbs roll forward. Yeah, great. And let's go 8 to 12 on this first set, just 8 to 12.
Okay.
How was that, John?
That was good. After I got took me a while to get it going.
Yep.
But yeah, I felt it a lot in the abs, and then when I started twisting the barbells, it felt more in my back.
Okay, great. Perfect. Yeah, that looked better. Olivia, what about you? How did it feel?
I felt it in the arms, upper arm.
That's fine. That's great. Yeah, they're running this guy too. So now we're going to come into your crunch, right? So again, I just want you to make sure that you feel comfortable rolling out into position on your ball. And remember, that ball can slip out on the floor.
2 weights or 1?
None. So this is
None.
this is this guy. Let me get this down.
Oh, just the crunch. Okay.
Yeah. So again, just make sure that that ball, make sure that the floor that the ball is on is not going to slide, right? Because that ball will slip out from underneath you. So make sure like you're on a mat, a really nice strong surface. And this is where you're just going to roll out till you're on your low back, right? And if you start to feel it in your neck, roll down a little further. And again, we're coming into your crunch. And what I want you to do is I want you to brace for the punch and release. Brace for the punch and release. Again, if you want to make it more challenging, hands can come from chest to ears, or even more challenging, straighten the arms. The longer the lever, the more intense it's going to be. But the key is it's less about the movement and more about brace, contract, release. Brace, contract, release. Great, you guys. And we're going to go 15 to 25. 15 to 25. Yeah. Brace, contract, and release. Yeah, 15 to 25. Now, if you find after this first set that this is pretty easy, we can add that 5-pound dumbbell.
Don't get crazy.
I already am. I'm quarantined with a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old.
Okay, 20.
Beautiful. You're going to rest? Yes. I love it. Love it. So then we'll come back. We'll grab those dumbbells, right? We'll hinge into that Romanian deadlift, and we'll come back into your row. Yeah. Yeah, great, John. Yep, there you go, John. Just think a little bit more of a hinge, John, and keep lifting that chest. Yes. Great, Olivia. 8 to 12. 12 feels easy on this set. Go for 15. But again, less is more with this. 8 to 12. All right, we're just thinking shoulders back and down. Chest stays lifted. Okay. Again, John, you're resting, you're recovering. We'll go back into your crunch. And if that doing the regular crunch felt easy, right? Again, quality is way more important than quantity or resistance. The quality of the contraction. But what we can make this more challenging is by adding a dumbbell, right? Add the dumbbell just like this. And you can contract and raise it up to the ceiling. We've done those with a medicine ball before. Yeah, right. And you're going to hold that dumbbell lengthwise. Great, Olivia. Yeah, it's not necessary, John. I mean, unless you want to up the ante a little bit.
Well, I think holding your arms up kind of ups the ante a little.
It does completely. Now, Olivia, the arms are gonna stay straight, and you're gonna make sure you're still getting that crunch. That crunch is the most important thing. Yeah, there you go. Right, that crunch is the key. The weight's there just to kind of add a little bit of resistance. Again, 15 to 25. Beautiful, you guys.
Okay.
All right. Once you complete that, we got one more set of rows. And then you guys are stretching and we're pow.
All right. Well, that was hard.
Good. There's no, I mean, there's nothing like crunches.
Yeah.
They've been given a bad rap in the fitness industry over the last couple of years, and unless you've got some kind of lumbar spine like osteoporosis, I think they're one of the best ways just to understand how to contract your abs.
Right.
Right. So again, we're coming into that Romanian deadlift and right into that row. Yeah, great. Yeah, and just keeping that torso hinged, John. Yeah, the tendency is when those dumbbells come up, we tend to want to raise the torso, but I want you to try to keep that torso down. Yeah, you guys look great. Shoulders back down in those lats. And again, 10 to 15 this last set.
Oh my God.
How you doing, John?
Those are hard.
John, how many did you get?
I got 15 with 15.
Okay. All
Good
3
work,
sets?
Tom.
Yeah, I did 15 on all of them.
Olivia, what about you?
I did 20 with 10s.
All right.
Hard.
Yeah, 25 or 20. That's gilding the lily again.
So, hey, let's just stretch you guys out just a little bit before we say adios.
Okay.
So let's just start off, right, with your pole. And we've done this, plenty of times where we're going to stretch your lats. This is, again, standing next to the pole. We're going to take a big step back. We're going to keep the hips high and back. And just let that body lean back. Almost imagine like you were trying to hold on, but somebody was grabbing you by the hips and pulling those hips high and back. Yeah. Really feel those lats and shoulders. Again, exhale all the air out of your lungs. Allow for a nice full inhalation into your body. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. Allow for that nice full inhalation into your body. One more time. Exhale fully. And then we'll come on up and out, but you're going to stay right there by your pole. And this time what we're going to do is you're going to come into that position, but what we're going to do first is we'll stand nice and tall. You'll step your right leg back, step your left leg a little bit forward and pick up the ball toe. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hinge back, but you're going to send the hips back and stretch out that hamstring and calf on that left side. Right? Hips high and back, chest stays lifted, and then just find that breath. Exhale fully. Allow for a nice full inhalation into your body. Exhale fully. Allow for that nice full inhalation into your body. One more time here. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. Come on up. We'll switch feet. So the left leg will go back, right leg will go front. Sit those hips back. Just find that breath. Again, just finding that stretch in the hamstring and glute. Weights in that back leg. And just breathe. Olivia, where do you feel this?
I feel it in my right leg with where the toes raised.
Good. The straight leg. Good. In the back of the
Yeah.
leg. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Again, exhaling fully. Allow for that nice full inhalation to fill the body. One more time. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. Inhale will slowly come out. And the last thing what we'll do is we'll just stretch and open up the chest a little bit. And what I want you guys to try this. Olivia, see how this feels for you. Place your hands on the back. Actually, place the back of the hands on the small of the back or top of the hips. And let's actually, I'm changing my mind. I want to do something. I want to see if we can challenge this a little bit. Actually, let's start here first. So hands on the back. And what you're going to do, shoulders back and down, you're just going to gently lean back, but you're packing the shoulder blades back and down, and we're opening up through the chest and sternum. So there's a little bit of a lean back. Let's think wide across the chest as well. So the shoulders go back and down, the elbows roll in. Beautiful, you guys. Again, exhaling fully. That's full elevation in your body. Exhale fully. Allow for that nice full inhalation. One more time. Exhale all the air out of your lungs, and then inhale slowly coming up and out. How was that? That last stretch, Olivia, were you able to get into that pretty easily?
The right shoulder didn't let me.
Okay, that was my only concern.
So I did half.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it's that internal rotation on that right side,
I think it feels really good.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it does feel good.
You know, and that's a good one, Olivia. Yeah, I mean, great for you, John. Right, Olivia, what you can kind of play with is just, yeah, exactly. Go to what feels good and start working on that. The other thing that you can kind of play with is you can just gently bring that right arm and left arm up together and just kind of slowly work on that external rotation. Or that internal rotation, sorry. You guys are pal. How you feeling?
Good.
Good.
Good for a Monday morning.
Right? It's a way to start the week.
Let's do it again on Wednesday.
Sounds good.
And
Sounds good.
I'm beginning to track my food, so that's good.
All right, nice. Well, and again,
Yeah.
if you guys are interested, I've started one of the organizations that I have certifications through, Precision Nutrition. They have, it sounds a lot like Noom, like the program that you did, John. They have this, it's called Pro Coach. It's their nutrition software, and it's basically designed to link up. It's designed to kind of work in kind of correspondence with me to help you guys. I'm doing this free trial with the software. It's 90-day free trial. If you guys want to give it a shot, I've got about 60 days left on that free trial. Let me know, and we can do like just to see if you guys are interested. I'm on the fence about it. I've been playing with it. I've had Jamie play with it. But if you guys want to give it a shot, let me know and I'll sign you up.
Okay, I'll read about it. It's on that blog that you had. And so I'll read more about it, but maybe I'll wait for you and Jamie to figure it out and then jump in then.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I mean, it's good. Sorry, Olivia, you were going to say something?
I'll jump in. I need help.
Okay. All right, great. So what I'll do is I'll send you guys a link. Well, let me kind of figure out the best way to do it. But what you'll do is you'll end up answering the questionnaire. And then it'll walk you through it. It's all good to go. And I mean, it's definitely slow. It's about habit change. So again, sounds similar to Noom.
Yeah.
About like, don't eat this.
Triggers, and then the thoughts, and then the action, and then the consequences.
Right.
That's what Noom is about.
So yeah, I mean that's kind of this is geared more towards that. It's really designed for you to take on, like the lessons plans are designed out for a year. So the real design behind the program is to have you do it for a year. But I think give it a shot. Again, even if you'll know within 30 days if it's something that is going to be of benefit to you. Like I said, I think that it's definitely a little bit slower, but it's really more about habit change than it is about eat this, don't eat this, weigh this, track this.
Right.
But if you want, give it a shot. Like I said, we'll know within like 30 to 40 days, and we'll just have you guys try it if you're up for it.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing the tracking from the MyFitnessPal that you like, and I don't like it on the iPhone at all. It's too little, it's confusing. But if I go to my computer, it's a whole different ball of wax. Yeah. It's much easier.
Gotcha.
So, I don't know why that is, but that's what it is for me.
Yeah. Hey, that's great, John. If you're tracking your food, again, I mean, I don't think there's any better habit than that to really have an impact on what you're doing. On your nutrition, and again, information isn't the isn't the issue for you guys, right? It's really more about, especially right now, it's more about kind of cultivating the habit in an environment that's different, right? In a
Right.
situation.
I think with this kind of things, that boredom is such a big part of isolation. That it's either you want to eat or you want to drink or you want to do something that you don't, but this is great. Exercising is good and tracking food is good, but there is that component of boredom that is a real tricky one for me.
Yeah.
John, are you swimming? Are you swimming, John?
Well, the pools, of course, are closed and the beaches. I'm swimming in my pool, but it's a little pool. So,
Okay.
it's a lot of turning. And what I need to do is just go in and tread water for a half hour.
There you
You know.
go. Yeah.
So,
And then finding social things to do. One of the things that I'm thinking about doing as well, if you guys want to join in on this, is I've got to kind of figure out how to do it with my girls and kind of the situation that I'm in, but doing a daily morning or a couple of times a week, a morning Tai Chi class. And it would be either like free or by donation, and just kind of just doing a regular thing. But I think number one, I think like having some kind of social interactions, right? And especially like in the morning and in the evening tend to be helpful.
yeah, I'm in for that.
Okay.
I love the little Tai that we do right before class. I
All
think
right.
it's really good.
Well,
Yeah, that'd be good.
All right, well, that's inspiring. So let me. My plan is to get that out and organize that sometime this week. Again,
Okay.
I just got to make it make sense with our, getting the girls up and in the more, we're limited on time, but I'll keep you guys posted.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, I'm signing off.
All right.
Bye.
Roger.
I'll see
Bye,
you guys
Olivia.
on Wednesday.
Be
Good
safe.
Wednesday.
Yes. Bye.
Bye, Jordan.
Bye,
Thank
Olivia.
you.
You're welcome.
See ya.
Sounds good. I'll keep you guys posted on all the endeavors.
Okay. You're doing good, Jordan. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Thank you, Olivia. This is great.
All righty. Hooey ho.
Hooey ho.